So just before we start, I just want to give you an update on the ancient irrigation hydroponic method video. It's doing really well. All I've been doing to this is adding hydroponic nutrient pretty much straight out of my NFT reservoir on an odd days basis, and it's thriving. Enjoy today's Oya-based rabbit hole. Welcome back to Hoochos. Today on Hoochos, we're going to build this. This is an Indiegogo invention called the Terraplanter. This is what should be $1 terracotta pot that's marketed as a revolutionary planting device. It's just an inverted Oya, and I'm not sure how they're getting the seeds to stick to it. It looks like some kind of sugar-based glue, but we'll see if the concept works. I don't actually think that they have a great success rate with seeds because there's no, moisture retaining medium around the outside of the Terraplanter. But I mean, I'm happy to be proven wrong, and I may buy one if it ever comes out. So today, what I'm going to try and do is recreate this with a minor tweak that I've added just because I reckon it's going to need some kind of moisture retaining medium around it. So today you'll need some terracotta pots and the saucers that match the diameter of the top of your terracotta pots, as well as some saucers that the smaller saucers will fit into. You'll need some jute fabric, you'll need some gutter guard, some adhesive silicone, some adhesive spray, and some pot and ornament sealer. So this is just to seal the bottom half of the Oya Terra planter thing, so that all the water doesn't just, seep out the bottom, and allows the water a chance to rise up through the terracotta and into the jute fabric. All right, let's get to gluing the terracotta pot together. Oh. All right, now you guys have seen how bad I am at siliconing. I am so proud of that. Look at it. Oh, it's like I've become a professional. Professional. All right. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. All right, so now I've sealed the system from this ring all the way around the bottom. The reason that I've sealed it like that is because I don't want the nutrient solution to seep out of the bottom of the system. I want there to be, at least that much nutrient solution in it, because inside the container isn't sealed. So the nutrient solution should, through capillary action, make its way up the sides of the system and then hopefully out into the jute fabric, which I'm about to stick onto the outside. Now, the jute fabric I'll be sticking on with this spray fix adhesive, and because I can't find any details as to whether it's waterproof or not, I chose one that wasn't advertised waterproof because I don't want it to be waterproof. I couldn't find an adhesive that claimed to allow water through it. It's just not something that they want to advertise. They mostly want to be a waterproof sealant, but that's not right for my purposes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the jute fabric into a size shape that will fit around the system snugly, and then I'm going to stick it to the system. But because I don't know whether this is waterproof, I'm going to spray the adhesive onto the jute fabric through a mesh so that not all parts of the jute fabric are stuck, just in case it is waterproof, and I want that nutrient solution to be able to get through it. All right, so let's mark out on our jute fabric the shape of the outside of the pots that you're using, and we'll cut it out and stick it on. Oh, first time. I'm really happy with that. I can't believe I got it first time. Uh, ah. Nice. So I'm just going to let them dry, and tomorrow I'll plant them out by making little incisions in the jute fabric, inserting the seeds, and then I'll throw some nutrient solution in them, or maybe just water to start. I'll put them under lights, and then we'll see what happens. Sweet. All right, so that dried a little faster than I thought. I'm going to do one lot wheatgrass, and the other I'm going to put in this hot and spicy mix of sprouts. Sprouts are a really cheap way to get bulk seeds, so let's do it. So now that I've cut in the places for the seeds, I'm actually going to wet them before I put the seeds in, just to make it a bit easier than having to wet them when the seeds are already in there and I'm worried about them coming out. Now we can fill up all of the little holes we've made. I actually thought these seeds would be a lot smaller, so I should have probably made the pockets a bit bigger. Whoops. So this one's broccoli. This is a lot smaller seed, so it should fit in way better. So the smaller seeds definitely make it easier to close up all of that jute fabric. So I think this one's going to work better, but we'll see. So this is just water. I'm just going to fill them both up. it worked. You can actually see in this shot where the nutrient solution is getting to and where all the seeds have sprouted mostly. So I'd have to do some tinkering with the amount of waterproofing that I put on them to get the nutrient solution to sort of stay uh, in the jar a bit more to raise the level to the top, or maybe even raise the amount of waterproofing so that it has to seep out over the top and down. But, you know, pretty good result. Now, in that last shot where I was adding the nutrient solution, that's where I actually finished filming. This has been about a week since then, and you know, a good tradie never blames his tools, but I'm not a tradie, I'm more of a tool. So the camera didn't record the time lapse of the last, few days of growth, and I blame the camera. But you can see the end result, and not bad. As for the Terraplanter, I just don't know how they're going to retain moisture on the surface of that device. I mean, I had to spray these once a day to keep that fabric moist. You can see it in the time lapse, and that's pretty much the only way I could see those seeds having a moist environment to germinate. You can see around the bottom of the grass planter where all the roots have come out and air cropped. And without that jute fabric, I don't think that there'd be anything to stop that air cropping. Anyway, this method worked. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I'm going to keep these growing. I'll let you know how it goes. Like and subscribe for the algorithm, and I'll see you next time on Hoochos.